Hey guys, welcome to my next video. I'm Coach Becca. Today we're going to be just using a set of moderate weights. So moderate can mean whatever moderate means to you. We'll be kind of working at a moderate to a moderately challenging intensity level today. So what that means is on a scale of like 1 to 10, with 1 being easy and 10 being maximum effort. We'll kind of say between like a 4 and a 6 out of 10, maybe a 7 if you're really feeling able to push. So I've chosen a set of weights for me that I can push overhead, and so it's light enough to do that without really like taxing my shoulders too much for sets of 10 to 12. And then I can also use for my legs that will not be too easy. So for me, I kind of know what that weight is. But if you're not really sure what that looks like, it's definitely a good idea to have a couple different weights handy. We're just going to start off with a nice little warm-up. Stretch, one of my favorites at the moment. I do have a mat out. It's up to you if you'd like to use a mat. I'm on cement, obviously, so definitely needing one. But if you're on carpet, not necessary. Also, shoes. It's up to you if you want to wear shoes. I like to kind of strengthen all the tendons and fascia and all that kind of stuff on my feet without wearing shoes. But if you want to wear shoes today, that's fine. It's totally up to you. Okay, so back to our first exercise of the day. It's going to be a good, better, best stretch. I've done this one before. What you're going to do is, if you do have a mat, you'll probably stand a mat width apart. Otherwise, you can just go shoulder width apart. And then what you'll do is hinge at your hips and reach down for a good stretch. Exhale, better stretch. Exhale all your air out for your best stretch. And then stand up. And we'll do 4 more of those. Here we go. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. 2 more. Good, better, best. 1 more. Good, better, best. Awesome. Okay, and now we'll do another kind of mobility activation exercise. I always like to do a few things before I get into the actual weights. So I want you to take a big step forward. You can lift your back heel. Those of you with big toe issues, shoes would definitely be helpful for this if you don't want to crank on your back toe. If your right leg is forward, left hand goes down. We will do both sides, so it doesn't matter what side you start on. So opposite hand down. You're going to take your elbow, touch it to your instep, and then reach overhead. We'll do 5 of those. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're just going to do a quick hamstring stretch while we're here. So just straighten that front leg out. Hold that. Again, just kind of focusing on stretching out the hamstrings and lower back here. Really intentional about that. Slowly come up. Switch sides. Step forward. Opposite hand goes down. Lift that back heel. Elbow to instep. Reach up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just sink back into a hamstring stretch, straightening out both legs. If you need to come up a little bit, that's fine. Take a couple deep breaths there. Great. Awesome. All right, I'm just going to move my mat back a little bit. Okay, and then our last kind of warm-up move, because I do like to do something single leg or single arm, we are going to do a single leg calf raise. If you start doing this one and you feel like really, really wobbly, you can always do split stance calf raises instead. That's still going to work on your balance and your calves, but it's not going to be quite as challenging as a single leg calf raise. And we're just going to do 10 per side. So if you're ready, you're going to go on one leg. Try to get the knee up in line with the hip if you can, so you're not kind of being lazy about it. And we'll do 10, 9, don't care how high that heel comes up as long as it comes up. And we'll do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right. Let's get after it with the weights now. Our goal today is just to strengthen legs and arms, get the core going, get the body going. Work hard, but not too hard, and be done in 20 minutes. All right? So here we go. We're going to take both weights. We're going to hold them by our sides, and there's nothing I like starting off with more than either a deadlift or a squat. We're going to start off with a squat today. At the top, we'll just do a bicep curl to get our arms going. So a simple suitcase squat to a bicep curl. We'll do 12 of these. So feet under the shoulders. If you want to kind of focus on, have a little forearm tip today, we'll say lift up those toes in front and kind of sit your weight back on your heels. Biceps at the top. That's your demo. Let's do 12. Here we go. Suitcase squat. Down, up, curl, 1. Squat, stand, curl, 2. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 4. 5. 6. Halfway. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Okay, and then we'll lay on our backs, bring the weights down. We'll do the opposite, work the opposite muscles that we were just working. We're going to do a glute bridge with triceps. So this will be hip extension. Weights go up. What you're going to do is bend at the elbows. Keep the elbows kind of where you can see them. Make sure you bend your elbows all the way. All right, so your weights should essentially almost touch the ground and almost graze your ears. And then you're going to straighten your arms out as you lift your hips. There's your demo. We're going to do 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great job. All right, let's do those each one more time. Squat, curl, hip up triceps. Great combo. Here we go. Feet under the shoulders. Squat, curl, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, halfway, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great job. Okay, coming on down. Bridge ups with triceps. Working the back side of the body after working the front. Weights up, elbows where you can see them. Start with the arms bent and the hips bent. Okay, push those hips up, squeeze the tush, straighten the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, while we're down here, we're going to head into our next exercise. Instead of pressing our hips up and down each repetition, we're going to leave our hips up, swing our elbows out 90 degrees, and hit a chest press while in a glute bridge. So your kind of butt and core muscles get that continuous training. We're going to work our push muscles. So we're going to do 15 of these. Here we go. Elbows hit the floor, press up. 1, 2. The floor is going to stop you here from going as deep as you would maybe as on a bench or on a machine. So you can go a little heavier on your weight if you're not certain what to grab. Hit pause, grab some heavier weights if you feel like this is too easy. Here we go. We're going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep those hips up, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right. We'll stand up. 2 options. You can do these split stance or single leg. Single leg is harder. Split stance, you'll step forward with one foot, lift your back heel, hinge at your hips with soft knees and pull. Okay, level 2, it's going to be single leg. We're going to do 8 per side, so pick an appropriate weight for that. Okay, here we go. Level 1, level 2, 8. Squeeze those shoulders. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Level 1, level 2, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Okay, one more set of our bridge ups, hip ups. Work our push muscles and our pull muscles. Hips up, elbows out 90 degrees from the shoulders. Press up. 1. You don't have to touch the weights together, but you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice job. Popping up. You know what to do. Level 1 or level 2. Doesn't matter which side you start on. 8, 7, 6. Get those weights to the armpits. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice job. Switch sides. Level 1, level 2, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Calf raise shoulder press. You can set your weights down. Breathe a little bit after that set. So I'll demonstrate. Just need to let my muscles recover a little bit. You're going to have your weights up at your shoulders. And we're going to go both weights at once. Calf raise. And then we're going to superset that on the floor with the core move. But I'll show you that after we do these. All right. We're going to do 12 of these. I'll show you the first set facing. Second set I'll do to the side. But I'm sure you know what to do. You can do the weights here or here. It's up to you. Lift the heels. Press the weights up. 12 shoulder press calf raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 2. 11, 12. Nice job. Okay. It's up to you if you want to use a weight for our core exercise. Let me show you all the options that you have here. Level 1, if you're somebody that's just getting started or really fatigued, maybe choose this option. You're going to lift your shoulders up off the mat towards one leg and then the other leg. Your arms stay up the whole time, okay? Now you can add a weight to that if you're like kind of in between level 1 and level 2, right? And then level 3 would be both legs at once with weight. And I guess kind of a compromise, like a 2.5 would be just a body weight V up, okay? So you can go single leg alternating with weight, V up without weight, V up with weight. Do a leg lift of your choosing. So if you're alternating, you're going to do 6 per side. If you're going to do doubles, we're going to do a total of 12, okay? I'm going to use weight and do both legs. You've seen all your options. Here we go. Reps to 12 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Nice job. All right, one more set of each, and then we're basically there. Guys, good job. Okay, calf raise, shoulder press. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, I was going to show you from the side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great. 12 leg lifts, singles, alternating or doubles with or without weight. Here we go. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not lifting my shoulders as much as I should. 11 and 12. Those are hard. Okay. That's it with the weights. And then just because I want to end with something a little bit rotational, I'll switch back just a little bit even more just to show this one. This is kind of like our warm down. I guess they used to call these like animal movements, but the main stuff is done. I just want to work on like a little bit something kind of rotational, a little bit mobility and coordination oriented. So try not to get frustrated with this one. I'll show you from the front, but basically I've done this in some of my videos past. You're kind of in a 4-point stance start, like you're about to push off of an offensive line type situation. So you're here. Okay. So you could start with your knees on the ground on all fours. Your heels are up. What you're going to do is pivot one hip out, lift that same arm up and kick through your hands and feet. And then you're going to kind of swivel back to that all fours position. And if you need to kind of just reset, you can bring your knees down. Okay. So again, you're going to now go to the other side, pivot the foot 90 degrees out, lift that same arm, kick through your hands and feet, come back, rest if you need to. Turn, lift and kick through. Turn, kick through. All right? So we're just gonna do a set of 20 of these. It's not as easy as it looks, but the faster you go, the more it's cardio. The slower you go, maybe the more stretching and mobility oriented. This is our last thing for the day. All right, so challenge yourself here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Be patient. 6, you're allowed to mess up. 7, 8, 9, halfway. Almost there. Challenge yourself a little bit. 11, 12, 13, 14, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Whew. All right. Good job today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.